got a V8 Cat 3408 extended hood, and then a 6 and a 4 66-inch double eagle sleeper, 302-inch wheelbase now, and I've owned it I bought it in 91, and I trucked in it for 17, 18 years, and then times just got hard. Well, fuel, everything got so expensive. The motor's been good. I mean, we overhauled it, out-of-framed it in 97 or 8.
Okay.
And then drove it till 06, something like that. So, and didn't do a whole lot to it
Since then.
But then now it just sits in the shop, so it doesn't get much. Change oil on it once in a while, and fuel filter and that kind of stuff.
You guys did some work to it recently, I guess.
Did the valve covers, put the valve covers on recently.
Okay.
And just tried to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to try to do a little more this summer.
And you guys bought this from the original owner who kind of, I understand he's got a bit of a history, and he's well known out there.
Yeah. Daryl Huckaby. He called him Huck, but that's he's still on the internet. He's still out there a lot. He's still on Facebook a lot. Still tells stories, and they're probably all true. He may exaggerate it a little bit on a couple of them.
All right,
but he's a lot of fun to be around. When I do this truck, when I was growing up, when he first got it done, I'd have been 16, and I wanted it then, and it, like I said, it come up for sale, and long story short, I ended up with it.
You had just seen it.
Just seen it out and about when I first seen it. When he first got it done, he had this, and he had a matching reefer painted green just like it, and a brand new Chevy pickup painted green just like it. When it was all sitting together, you thought, that guy's really got it together.
Something to aspire to, right?
Yeah.
He had it painted just pretty much like this.
Yeah, they painted it one time in the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
They painted it back the same color. And I like the color, and that paint job, that's how it is. We redid the hood once.
Correct.
From there back is all the original paint from the 80s, from like 86, 87 when he had it done.
Right.
It's like I say, it's got some battle scars on it, but we've used it a lot. So, yeah, the rear suspension, stretched out longer and put a late model. It's a 2000 model suspension under it. Low leaf Peterbilt suspension under the bag. So we did that, back in the mid-2000s, I guess, is when I did that. And like some mechanical, we did lots of mechanical stuff. Yeah, we rebuilding stuff I mind. But
the sleeper interior and the interior,
it's all
pretty much original.
Yeah, it is original. Yeah, and it was all done in double eagle in Indiana when they put the sleeper on, and he ordered it new as a day cab.
Okay.
And it came in without this cardboard interior in the cab, and they took it out there and cut the hole out and put the sleeper on, and then made all the matching interior for the cab out there. Did all the the stereo and all that, because the stereo was in the sleeper on this wall here. Okay. And then that's the speaker boxes. Yeah, it's really in pretty good shape. We've tried to keep it in good shape anyway. Sure. Well, the interior is pretty neat in that. Yeah. They did a nice job on it. And like I say, it's still original. We've never had to do any interior work on it. Right. It still has the original 1979 seats in it. We just had them upholstered when Double Eagle did it, and that's what come in it when it was just the old Freighthauler type seat. And he had them redone. I never did take them out. I just
left them in there.
Yeah, I like them, and they held that one. This one on the other side's wearing pretty good, but for 40 years, that's not bad.
Yeah, and that's not even is that air ride seat?
This one isn't. The other side is.
The other side is.
Yeah. We did replace the base on the other side.
Okay.
It was so wore out. But this was just a toolbox.
Yeah.
And that's
you
could order it that way. And it's got a chrome wheel in it, or chrome steering column, tilt wheel, and he made all that. He made the tilt wheel part. And all this little stuff's off of old cars.
Okay.
That he found.
It's around the window frame and the window latch.
It's a 30-some mile car.
You still trucking today?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell me about your other truck. Is
It's a 97 model W900L model.
Yeah.
And it's got a 100-inch double eagle sleeper on it. Still haul cows. And haul a lot of cows out of the west, out of Colorado and Wyoming. And I'd like to go back to driving this one someday, but it's just too much. Too expensive. Well, the maintenance on it would be, I'd hate to tear it up now.
Yep.
But yeah.
And it's from the vintage that it was built, I guess?
Yeah, it's an E-model cat with an 18 speed, but we stretched it out and put new suspension under it and everything too. I can't leave nothing alone like that. I got to do something to it.
You were talking, I think, before we got to talking about speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
People being in a hurry, and this truck probably runs sweet spot is probably about 55 miles an hour, if I'm going to guess.
Yeah, I don't know. 60, 65, yeah. Real honestly. I mean, the speed limits back then was 55. A lot of times across Oklahoma and Kansas, it's 55 mile an hour. It's just like, yeah, we're going to get across here. Yeah. And you could run faster, but I wouldn't want to go out and try. Like the speed limits in Wyoming now is 80 mile an hour.
Yeah, wow.
And I wouldn't want to try to run this truck like that all day long. Once in a while out playing around is one thing, but trying to run that all day long is a little much. But it's got 160 mile an hour speedometer. But it won't do that. But it'll go 100, but I wouldn't drive it like that very long either.
These motors are kind of a rarity.
Yeah,
were back then, right? When were they offered? I think
they were offered. Now, don't quote me for sure, but like from 70, somewhere in 78 till 85 in the Peterbilt, 359, and like in the Kenworth, I think it was from 78 to 82 in the A model Kenworth. And I don't know, they just really weren't a very efficient. Well, they're a good motor. They just, I don't know what to really say, but I like them.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that still like them, but they're not a money-making motor.
Yeah. They're not getting the best fuel mileage out.
No.
What did you get out of this thing typically back in?
Oh, if you drove it really, really conservative, you could get a little over 4.
Oh, wow.
But you was probably more 3.5 to 4 more often than if you were ever in a hurry. It was below 4.
Yeah, even a few years after that with the 3406 mechanicals do a lot.
But when that B model Caterpillar come out, these were it did so much better, run better, got better fuel mileage, so much better of a motor. Yeah. As far as the truck width.
Right.
If you wanted to make or needed to make money.
Sure.
I just wanted to play. And then I finally grew up and realized I got to turn this into a business and start doing something a little more responsible.
When did you buy that Kenworth?
I bought it in 2014. So I parked this one and had a T600 with a Detroit for a little while, and then I couldn't do that. I needed a little bigger truck than that, so I bought that L model in 2004. I've had it a little over 10 years.
Well, it's a beautiful piece of history for sure.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad to have come across it.
Yeah,
man. So
I've had it. I guess I'll have it. We've talked about selling it, but I probably never will. It'll probably be in my shop when I'm gone. The kids grew. My 2 girls grew up in it. I'd just throw them in there, and we'd just go trucking and tell them to grab a bag, and we'd be back when we got back. And so they're kind of attached to it. And this is the only truck they ever went with me in, so it's the only one they care about. When I started trucking in 1986, in October of 1986, my firstborn was born in June of that same year. And I went trucking, and I've never seen him since. Seems like, other than when they
went out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went quite a bit when they was little. I was leased to Dampier Incorporated when I pulled a reefer for a little bit, and then another Hendricks Livestock a little bit. But most of the time, I just had my own authority. I got my own authority now.
Gotcha.